The loosing of the 4 angels. The loosing of the 4 destroying angels. And the prophecy of the destruction of Babylon by 4 missile attack, or by the letting loose of the 4 weapons of mass destruction, or the launching of WMDs by Shaitan and the warmongers to destroy and to decrease this world's population. Friends, a word of caution and my disclaimer. This message may contain many unbelievable revelations but true information which maybe seems untrue because they are time sensitive. And these are prophecies and revelations which would happen according to Iy'ELU'HYM'Iy, divine plan. And no one would be able to prevent Iy'ELU'HYM'Iy from fulfilling sayings, and prophecies. And this rewording is my understanding of the revelation of John, which was given to me by Iy'ELU'HYM'Iy. And these are the correct interpretation, which I believe is the most up-to-date revelation yet, on Bible prophecy. And it is my belief that the book of Revelations was somehow encoded and that the truth that is in the scriptures were hidden from us, and that they were shrouded with faulty interpretation, and that the truth was hidden from us until the time of the end, and until now, when Iy'ELU'HYM'Iy would reveal them to us. And when more and more truth would be rediscovered, and until now, when these revelations would be revealed by Iy'ELU'HYM'Iy to us bit by bit and little by little. My friends, since Iy'ELU'HYM'Iy has called me, Iy'ELU'HYM'Iy has enlightened me, and He has given me the understanding to decipher certain scriptures and to reveal the truth, and to reword certain scriptures, and to decode various verses in the Bible, and also to reveal a different picture, and a new outlook, and a clear interpretation, and also a better understanding of the Bible, and also to make prophecies clear and understandable, and also prophecies that are in the book of Revelation. And, now I am publishing these revelations and I am making them known on the World Wide Web. So that everyone can understand these new revelations. And so that everyone get ready to meet especially all of people, and even all those who are my generation, and even to all the individuals who will take the time to listen to me. And I want to share this information to as many people as possible, so that I can shed some light on prophecies, and revelations that are in the Bible and the scriptures, and even to all those who have been deceived by the Jesuits and the Jesuit scribes who have written the many translations of the many versions of the Bibles, and for the understanding of those who have misunderstood the Bible for years and even for decades, and because of the lies and the blasphemies of Jesuit Judas Jesus. And also because of the lies and the deception of Shaitan, and also to reveal the true name of which was concealed and omitted by the Jesuits, them whom have been deceiving us for far too long. And it is because of their lies and their blasphemies and their controversies and their contradictions and their heresies and their deception, and this is why the world is in the state of apostasy, and this is why so many people are being deceived. And this is why it is so difficult for many of us to be saved. Friends, we are now in the last days, and it is now full time that we all learn the truth. And that He is the Holy Sovereign King, whom is Christ. And Od. And that He is soon to come. And that Iy'ELU'HYM'Iy wants us all to be ready, and He want us to be ready for His return, and to accept and to acknowledge and to receive His salvation, and His redemption, and His forgiveness, and also His gift of everlasting life, before it's too late. Thank you. Please enjoy. Revelation chapter 9 verse 12 to verse 18, and one world war, and its woes has now passed, and we shall behold at a time when there shall be more wars. When Iy'ELU'HYM'Iy would be coming. Because more world wars would be coming. And also more woes and also more suffering, and then would be coming afterwards. And when the 6th angel had sounded His trumpet, I heard His voice which was coming out from His throne, which was before the 4 horns of His golden altar, and which was before the throne of Iy'ELU'HYM'Iy. And whom was saying to the 6th angel which had the 7th and the last trumpet, You go, and you make sure that the 4 destroying angels are let loose, which are the 4 flying eagles with weapons, which are the instruments of mass destruction, which are called WMDs, and which today can be called the launching of 4 nuclear missiles, or ICBMs, and which were being let loose, and which were bounded for the lands of Babylon, which has being prophesied to come to pass, and which was believed to be launched by the Medes, and by the kings of the north, and from the region of the rivers of the great Euphrates, which is believed to be near Iran, and also all of the border countries that are on the border of the great rivers of the Euphrates, which is in the Middle East. Friends, do you know that there are 2 rivers, that are called the Euphrates River? And one such river is in the continent of Africa, and the other is in Asia. And the 4 angels of destruction were being loosed. And the 4 destroying angels, they were launched. Friends, I believe that the 4 angels are, but 4 weapons of mass destruction, which are better known as WMDs or ICBMs, or nuclear missiles, with their warheads, which were built by the world's industrial military complexes, and which are now ready to be used or be detonated, and which has being designed to destroy this world with catastrophic destruction, and which has being prepared to kill many in the world, even the plants and the animals and the birds and the sea creatures, and even 1/3 of this world's population. And the 4 detonation has already being planned, and the WMDs which has already being made, and also the warheads which has already being prepared. And 1 warhead detonation would be detonated in a particular hour, and the others on a particular day, and the others in a particular month, and the others in a particular year, so that they could slay 1/3 of this world's population, and so that they could decrease the world's population, and also the men of war, or the core men who are in the military, and the unwanted people who are on the surface of the earth. And the number of the men that made up this military, and its military might, and this great army, and the number of its core men or its military soldiers which were numbered to be 200,000, and which is a number which is equivalent to 200 million men. And I John heard the number of the soldiers, and of their military men of war, and I saw the army and their military equipment with their weaponry, and all the different military ordinances that they had with them. And thus I John saw what the core men them looked like, even those with their unmanned vehicles, that they flew in the air, and even those which were made to destroy many people, and also for destroying the homes and their great houses of many in the vision. And I also saw them that sat in them, and also those that were also upon them, and those that were also flying them, and some of them were made with iron breastplates, and some can fire in the air. And also some can send jacinth fire, and some can detonate brimstone, and the heads of the army and of these core men, they were using military weapons and weaponry which were as fierce as lions, and which can travel through the air and fire. And the fire which proceeded from out of the mouths of these weapons was destructive, and also the fire which was aired from out of their warheads which issued fire and smoke and brimstone. And it was from these weapons, and from these weapons of mass destruction, that the 1/3 part of the men in the world and the men of war were being killed. And also from which the core men were killed by. And also from which 1/3 of the population of the world were being killed by, and they were even killed by the smoke, and by the hazardous materials, and from the fire which came from the detonation of these weapons, and from the brimstone, and the fire, when these weapons were being detonated. And also from the many weapons, and from the fire and the chemical and the nuclear reaction from these weapons of mass destruction when they were fired, and when they were being used, and when their detonation issued fire and smoke and brimstone from out of their mouths, and from the detonation of these weapons of mass destruction. And fire which came from the 4 destroying angels, the 4 weapons of mass destruction, or the WMDs or the ICBMs or the nuclear missiles. The end, to be continued. Friends, would you now please follow my message, which is called, Babylon is Judged, 1. The judgment of all the lands of Babylon in the world by Iy'ELU'HYMN'Iy. 2. The judgment of Babylon by the Medes, as prophesied by Iy'ELU'HYMN'Iy. Thank you.